If you are watching this video, know that this is not a coincidence. You were probably meant to see this as a sign, a message, and a piece of guidance on your spiritual journey. It is no accident that you have arrived here at this moment, for the universe has a way of leading you to the truths you are ready to hear, even when your mind may not fully comprehend them yet. On your path to spiritual awakening, there will be moments of profound insight, revelations, and experiences that are beyond the ordinary. Things that cannot be fully explained by words or the reasoning of the mind. These moments will be sacred, and as you move deeper into your awakening, you must understand something very important. There are certain truths that are not to be disclosed until the time is right. In the sacred space of awakening, there exists a realm of profound truths that cannot be spoken, for they are beyond the capacity of words to capture. These truths are not to be shared lightly, for they are not meant to be understood by the unprepared mind. The journey towards spiritual awakening is one of deep personal transformation, a path of direct experience with the divine, an experience so intimate and ineffable that it cannot be expressed through language. To speak of these secrets prematurely is to risk reducing their sacredness, to lower their divine vibration to the realm of the ordinary, the conceptual. It is to treat something infinitely precious as though it were a mere thought or idea, when, in truth, it is a living, breathing reality that exists only in the depths of the awakened soul. The mystic knows that the path to true understanding is not one that can be explained with the intellect, but one that must be walked, breathed, and lived. At the point of spiritual awakening, the mind, with its endless questions and desires to understand, must dissolve. For what is understood in the heart cannot be spoken by the mind. The seeker who stands on the edge of this awakening feels the stirring of the infinite within, but knows that the moment of truth cannot be grasped, for it is felt, not thought. The beauty of this realization is that it is beyond the limitations of language, beyond the grasp of conceptual knowledge. The teachings of the mystics, like Rumi, are filled with hints of these truths. They point the seeker toward the experience, but they do not attempt to capture it in words. The poet speaks of the beloved, the union with the divine, the dissolving of the self, but always with the understanding that true understanding comes not through words, but through direct experience. As Rumi so beautifully says, "Don't grieve. Anything you lose comes around in new form." This is not merely an intellectual statement. It is a truth that the soul knows, that the heart understands at the deepest level, and this truth cannot be conveyed until the seeker has experienced it firsthand. When you are close to awakening, you are standing at the threshold of something so sacred and profound that it cannot be shared with the unprepared mind. It is a secret of the soul, held deep within, waiting for the right moment to unfold. At this moment, the words fall away. There is no need for explanation, for the truth will make itself known when the time is right. The mind cannot reach it, but the soul, in its purity, can feel it in every fiber of its being. And so, the true seeker learns to remain silent at this stage, knowing that the experience of the divine, the union with the infinite, cannot be rushed, cannot be forced. It must be allowed to unfold in its own time, in its own way, without interference from the mind or the ego. The greatest truths are not meant to be spoken. They are meant to be experienced, and the experience itself is the teaching. In this silence, the seeker enters into a deep communion with the divine, a space where all distinctions fall away, and the soul knows itself as one with all that is. This is the space of true awakening, the space where there is no separation, no I and you, only the pure presence of the divine. It is in this presence that the soul finds its true home, its eternal rest, and its most profound peace. So, as you approach the edge of spiritual awakening, remember this: the greatest truths are those that cannot be spoken, for they are beyond words. They are felt in the silence of the heart, in the stillness of the soul. The path to awakening is not one of intellectual understanding, but one of profound inner transformation. To speak of these secrets before the right time is to distort their purity, to make them something they are not. They are beyond the reach of the mind and the tongue, and they can only be known through direct experience. In this sacred space, all that remains is the silence of the soul, the silence that speaks louder than any words could ever say. And in this silence, the seeker becomes the sought, the lover becomes the beloved, and the soul merges with the infinite, knowing at last that it was never separate. The journey is not about reaching a distant goal, but about remembering that you are always home. In the silence, the heart awakens to the eternal truth that everything you seek is already within you, and the union you long for has always been present. You are the divine in its purest form, already whole, already complete. And in this realization, all is known without words. All is felt in the depths of the soul, and never forgets that what you seek is already seeking you.